The countdown to
I'm in charge, Tasteless.
You wear the daddy pants here, Artosis. So good to have you here. Now, we're going to throw this up on screen for you in just a second. Again, this is Select against EGIdra. It's going to be a Terran versus Zerg. EGIdra, one of the favorites for this tournament. He gets farther than almost any other Zerg does here at MLG. So we're on. The bottom left is Select. I believe Select is of Korean descent.
He is, absolutely, yeah.
Although we generally think of him as a Western player. And he's a very, very talented Terran player, good since the beta. In the upper left, we have EGIdra.
Both these players from very top teams, Dignitas and EG, two of the absolute this match is actually pretty much impossible to predict. Excuse me.
You got a little tickle there in your throat,
a tickle in my throat.
A little tickle.
Yeah.
Tickle, pickle, pickle.
It happens. I should have pressed the cough button, but I want you guys to feel like you're here with me.
We got to get a cough button at GOM, man. The cough button is just amazing. I can cough.
I don't know.
Hear it.
I'm all about like coughing and sneezing into the mic, man.
I'm all about spreading my germs to the viewers. Is that what you're saying?
E-germs, man.
E-germs. Now take a look here. This is interesting. This is a refinery before barracks. Am I missing something? There's no barracks.
Well, what this means is he's going to go for a super fast Hellion. He is going to go for that factory as soon as the barracks finishes. And he could, he might go Hellions. He might go Banshees. You can't tell 100%, but most likely this is going to be a Hellion harass, just a very quick one. Now, EGIdra is going to have to be very careful. He's going to have to get a spine crawler up. He will not have speed and time, especially now that we see he goes hatchery first.
Yeah, EGIdra going hatchery first. EGIdra does this pretty often. He's greedy at the start of the game because he knows the mid-game, the late game is where he's going to succeed later on.
Yeah, hatchery first. He's very competent in it in this matchup. ZVT, really his best matchup right now. Select, I would say that this is his best matchup as well. So, pretty even, pretty balanced. Great map, Tal'Darim.
Great caster, Artosis.
Oh, better caster, Tasteless.
You stop it. Now, with this quick factory build, there's a lot of trouble that EGIdra can be in. If he has good control, Select does, there's not a lot EGIdra can do.
Oh, he has good control, Tasteless. Don't be playing. Now, we do see Select throwing down a factory.
It's right here.
Yeah, there it is.
There's a little add-on.
So definitely going to be Hellion harassment. Now, EGIdra, if he doesn't make a Roach Warren, then his speed is going to be very slow. He's going to have to defend, basically with his queens. A few slowlings, perhaps, as well. We will see momentarily. It looks like he is going to go for speed, though. And that's going to make this Hellion build all the much better against him, because he's going to have slow Zerglings against 2 Hellions, then 4 Hellions, then maybe even 6 Hellions. Depends on how many Select wants to make, but EGIdra is going to have to try to make some sort of wall, get some extra creep going, extra queens, a spine crawler, who knows?
Now, take a look at this Marine. This is very smart. This is to keep a drone or a Zergling or anything out from stopping this switch here. Starport next. He might even follow this up with a Banshee with a Tech Lab. We'll have to see. He does not have the second gas yet.
Now, one thing I would love to point out, Tasteless, if I could,
you may,
is that EGIdra has not been able to scout Select yet. And this is one of the things that EGIdra gets really frustrated with. See, that's what he's seen, man, a depot. That doesn't tell him a whole lot.
But he does see the 2 blue, not blue, but just standard Hellions moving out now.
Yep. And that is going to actually scare him a little bit. But he already has a spine crawler going up. So very smart, very safe. Speed is on the way. Some more Zerglings on the way as well. And he is going to walk down with his second queen. So that should be enough, if he micros correctly, to stop Select from truly harassing him.
Oh, totally denied. Beautiful defense by EGIdra. Deflected that with ease.
And if we take a look there, Tasteless, look at Banshees. Very interesting to go Banshees here, because
Banshees?
if EGIdra had gone Roaches to counter this, the Banshees would be a great choice. But as is, he's got plenty of minerals. He can make more queens quite easily. He can get spores easily if he wants. He can make huge rounds of Zerglings, which the slow Banshee is not going to be able to deal with all that well. So it's an interesting choice. We're going to have to see, will he make any more queens? He is sitting on 2. He has not started anymore. So Select possibly can do something with this.
So, as you can see, the Zerglings are going to get burnt down pretty easily. Speed just now finishes. He does see that there is, in fact, he's seen the tech lab, and of course, that means he knows the Banshee over here is on the way.
Queen making already, Tasteless. Hydra knows.
He knows. Well, Hydra's very good at reacting. Now he also sees the Hellions coming up here. Can Hydra defend at 2 locations at once? Doesn't quite have this as a tight block off here. Here we go. He's moving in here.
Oh my, the Hellions trying to get in there, and the Speedlings come up. Nice micro on the Speedlings. Perfect micro right there, the Speedlings. The next Spine Crawler does pop up. The Queens sit there very coolly, calmly, and confidently. Cucumber Queens. Wow, that was a perfect defense by EGIdra.
Yeah, I mean, you would have thought he would have done at least some damage, but basically EGIdra hasn't lost a drone. In fact, to be frank, EGIdra has not even had to move a drone.
Yeah.
So this kind of opener that was meant to cripple EGIdra in some way, that's pretty bad. That means that Select is going to be in a bad position. Doesn't mean he can't recover from it, but I'd certainly have to say EGIdra is in the lead.
You're so right. In fact, if we look at the natural, Command Center is about halfway done. Select has 31 SCVs against the 47 drones of EGIdra, and Tasteless, that's a hard position to be in against the macro god of Zerg, EGIdra.
Well, EGIdra is making drones like crazy. Let's see, it's 46 to 32. Terran does have mules, so don't take that with a grain of salt here. You can see right now he's poking and prodding around the map, selected. Is there anything he can do to get ahead in one way or another?
It's a cute little poke, but he's got to be careful. There's a creep down there. Those Zerglings might be able to get a surround off. Queen's just kind of stopping the Banshees from doing anything. And he might lose a Queen!
Oh, transfusion.
Nice transfusion right there.
And in fact, he lost the Banshee.
Yes, he has, and the Zerglings coming around, making him run away. EGIdra, not really taking a lot of damage again. And guess what, Tasteless?
We have, well, hold on 1 second, Artos. We have another expansion here.
My.
Select is behind, so what he's doing is he's taking a risk. He's saying, well, I got to get ahead some way. I might as well
actually
expand.
A good choice.
Now,
Very
over
good
here
choice.
we have the Spire.
Yeah, so mutas are going to be popping out, and against someone who's been going Hellion Banshee, I mean, do either of those units hit air, Tasteless? Little quiz question for you.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I know,
well,
actually.
I'll let you know, you little nubbin. Neither of them hit air, Tasteless, so those mutas going to be pretty effective. Now, Select is making missile turrets in his mineral lines. He is getting a Thor out. In fact, he's even getting a Raven out, which I find highly interesting. I don't know if you do.
No, I absolutely do.
I like long walks on the beach and random Ravens popping out against Zerg.
Well, you know, he might. I don't know. I mean, getting a Raven when you're behind already is interesting. I mean, maybe he could. I don't know. What do you think?
I'm trying to figure it out right now.
I want to say that he could get the...
well, point defense drone works against mutas, so that might have something to do with it.
But, I mean, the mutas just fly away. You know?
Yeah, well, I guess you'd have to use it at a critical location on the map. And a little bit of lag for a second there.
Now, he does not know, EGIdra does not know about this expansion.
Yeah, he has no idea.
Oh my God. I believe he might have just been tabbed, probably tabbed back in.
We will go ahead and
pause. All right, sit tight, guys. We have a pause in the game.
Yep. Just got to make sure that there's no disconnect, of course. Like everyone sees that right now.
I suddenly saw everybody watch me type, and I got self-conscious. I'm like, what if I make a mistake? Admins are talking now.
Talking that over. All right, so let's talk about the state of the game.
Sure. And that show with JP? Nah, I know what you're talking about. Go ahead.
All right. Right now, Select is playing so interestingly. He got behind. It was a cool build. It's a cool build. What can I say? You know, he went for the Hellion Harass on this big open map. He went for the Banshee and tried to get something done. He did some cute plays where he tried to like attack the gas a little bit. None of the harassment worked, so he made that extra command center, which right now is turning into a planetary. EGIdra has not scouted. He's making some missile turrets there. He's gotten a Raven, and here's another thing that we actually didn't point out. He's getting Terran building armor. That's not something you see all the time.
Oh, I did not see that, actually.
It's very interesting.
That's pretty interesting.
That's going to make everything a lot better against mutas and
He's
links.
probably going to turtle.
I think you're very right.
But here's the issue is that that's not a very good map for Terran to turtle on. I mean, I guess you can get a planetary and some turrets over there at the bottom right, but, you know, this map is so big, it's so open.
Right, we are going to be resuming.
We're going to resume this game. All right. Okay. And I will resume this. Are we doing it right now?
Yeah, it looks like it. 1 second.
And if it lags again, we might have a restart. We'll see.
And
all right,
here we go.
Okay, here we go. We apologize.